everyone, Hobbyist here, back at it again with another video, and this time we are covering the Citadels rank 6 characters. Now, the thing that makes them interesting is that before we kind of noticed a little bit of a pattern here. The rank 1 characters focused on pretty much the targeting aspect of any of the other ranks. The rank 2 characters focused on getting a lot of income quickly. The rank 3 characters pretty much focused on the cards. The rank 4 characters were all your nobility. The rank 5 characters were all your religious. And now we can see here with the rank 6 that a majority of the rank 6 characters focus on the trade aspects of Citadels. So, before we take any more time, let's go ahead and get straight to those characters. The first character that we're going to cover is the good old classic Merchant. The Merchant has pretty much been in Citadel since the original publication of the game, and her abilities for the most part remained the same since then. So, you always get to gain 1 extra gold. You can collect that gold, of course, whenever you're doing your gathering resources step of your turn, by collecting 2 gold and collecting that 3rd extra gold. And the Merchant also gets a gold for each trade district that you have built. So, as per the standard vanilla set of characters, she's obviously going to be your source of income. But at the same time, you gotta be careful, because sometimes she's a pretty high value target for the thief, just knowing that she could get a lot of money really quick. So, that's just something to keep in mind, as you want to keep mixing it up with what characters you decide to pick, as to not make it obvious that you're going to be a thief target. But otherwise, I think she's a pretty solid character. Rank 6 character on if you're pretty much bored with playing with a Merchant, or you're just so experienced at OG Citadels that you want to try something different, we have the Trader. Now, the way that the Trader is that he can build any number of trade districts. Pretty much saying that as long as you have trade districts in your hand, they don't count as your building limit. So, if you have 5 or 6 trade districts and you're able to afford them, then you can build 5 to 6 of them at a time, and they don't count towards anything. It's only until you ever build a religious district, a military district, a noble district, or a unique district that your building limit comes into question. Which I honestly think is really, really good, because it gives you way more options as far as what you can do. And pretty much like any other character who collects gold or resources for a certain district type, you can use that second ability after you build something. So, that's just something to keep in mind. Now, for the last rank 6 character, if you decide you don't want to play with the Trader, or if you don't want to play with the Merchant, we have the Alchemist. If I'm being totally honest, this is the first time that I've ever heard of the Alchemist. He's probably the newest character that I've ever come across inside of Citadels. And basically what he does is that, unlike any other character inside of Citadels, his ability doesn't activate until the end of his turn. Which is weird, right? I mean, generally you want your ability to do something to help you on the front end. But he actually is quite powerful on the back end, from what I understand. Because at the end of his turn, you receive back all the gold you paid to build districts this turn, but not gold that you paid for other reasons, such as the unique district smithies effect or the tax collector's tax. This effectively means that you can build districts for free, but only if you would have enough gold to build them. That is huge. That is huge. But again, that also paints you as a pretty high value target for the thief or any of the other rank 2 characters that would want to steal money from you, because you essentially are buying stuff for free and getting reinvested back. So the strategy with the Alchemist is to, the more gold you get, the bigger pool of money that you have, the more you can spend, the more you can get it back to spend even more. But just remember, that the Alchemist only has the typical building limit of 1, as is the case with most characters. So he's not as powerful or broken as he would be if he had the Trader's ability, but I think he's still really good if you put him inside the right hands, and he synergizes with any of the other roles that exist. But otherwise, thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I will see you when we cover the rank 7 characters.